let's have an orc warrior in the comic, and his Halloween costume is a dress. And whenever somebody asks him what they are is for Halloween, he's going to say protection warrior because that's how Arahat feels protection warriors are.
Yeah.
And that's just it kind of evolved into that. There's we use the model viewer to put Arahat's character together and put him in a pink dress holding a shield made out of flowers and said that he's a protection warrior because again that's how Arahat felt about the state of protection warriors at the time.
Yeah, I remember that time. It was basically it was around the time where War had finished, and the warriors were sort of the worst tanks. I mean, you had Death Knights were up there with their crazy cooldowns, and then Prop Paladin were really good, and everybody had a feral. And after speaking with Ghostcrawler, I basically made the decision to just go to DPS because there was me tanking wasn't doing anybody any good, and it was definitely put a smile on my face seeing this. Um, it's actually even better now. I mean, you could see the little details. You got little butterflies around my sword and everything. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
it's enchanted with butterflies and everything.
right.
It's great.
Yeah, it's really well done. I love it.
There's actually one of the comments. I don't remember which one it is, but he gives names to the enchants for the sword and the name of the shield and everything.
Wow, that's awesome. Um, well, yeah. I mean, we went through a lot here. Talked about when Voss joined, some of the highlights that we went through his a little over a year of full time rating with us. Sort of what he's doing now with his Daily Quest comic, and his reign as lore master. If you guys have any questions for Voss, please let me know. Um, are you Can you actually see the chat? Because I've been having some problems with it.
I The last thing I saw is something about hunters doing damage, uh, which has to go back to the Ironforge raid. So that's the most I can see.
Okay. Can anybody see the chat? If you can, please write something. I want to make sure this is working. Do you actually plan on playing Mists of Pandaria?
I've been playing the beta a little bit. And kind of liking what I see. There's some really cool lore right off in the starting zone for the Pandaren that kind of ties the expansion to Cataclysm. And things like that really make me appreciate the game. As far as whether or not I'll play Pandaria, it's I guess ask me when it launches. That's a long way off and it's hard to say.
Mm-hmm.
Diablo 3 is the next thing on my plate, and I'm looking forward to that just as much as anybody else is.
Are you looking forward to that? Are you also into Diablo lore, or is it just you just love Blizzard games? You gotta play them games.
A little of both, I guess. Anytime I get into a game, I I appreciate good stories. As a writer and just as a video game fan, I like there to be substance to the games that I play. Immersion is important to me,
Right.
and having a good story is a key part to that. And Blizzard's made a fortune off of their storytelling. You can call them what they are, but games are in this day and age equivalent to books and movies. It's entertainment. It's just entertainment that you happen to control. But there's still a story there. There's things going on that people have invested a lot of time, energy, and creativity into that most people just skip over or gloss over and don't really think about. Uh, I know some of my friends played Diablo 2 and they didn't care what was happening. And at the time, I guess in high school I didn't either. It was just a fun game. We can play this with my friends and we can reset and do it over again and compete for good gear and stuff. But it's when I go back and play them again, I kind of appreciate the nuances that go into them and the storytelling. And so Diablo 3 is not any different.
Mm-hmm.
I appreciate the story for what it is. I don't get into it quite as much as I get into to Warcraft and Warhammer and some other things, um, but it's definitely interesting to me. I like to follow it and I like to know what's going on. And I've made some guesses myself as to what's going on in the story and where it's going to take us, and looking forward to seeing how it actually pans out.
Nice. Are you looking forward to hopefully hearing more Chris Metzen doing all the voices and characters? Is that
It it to this day drives me up the damn wall.
yeah.
Every character in the game, all I hear is Chris Metzen, and
Yeah.
it drives me nuts. I love Chris Metzen. He is a huge inspiration, a great storyteller, and I I would kill just to have a conversation with him. But damn it, hire some voice actors. I mean, let's just get that out of the way.
Yeah, seriously. Um, well, I want to thank you for doing this interview with me, Ross. It's a lot of fun.
Absolutely.
Learning more about you, learning more about some of the things that happened in the guild back then, and learning about what you do up to now. And if you guys could thank Voss for showing up, I really appreciate it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. This is again first interview I've done. Hopefully it went relatively smooth. Maybe give me some feedback on what you guys think, and hopefully we can have Voss on here again another time. Maybe we can. One idea Voss actually had was maybe we can do some 5-man dungeons, and he could sort of explain what's happening there. Again, he is the lore master. He knows all that stuff, and I personally go to him anytime I have a question about that. Is there anything you want to say, Voss, to everybody, or any closing notes that's on your mind you want to get out there?
Uh, no, I mean honestly, this was a lot of fun. The only thing I've ever really asked of anybody playing games online is to remember that the people you're playing with are people. They're not just characters. They're not just text on the screen. There's people there that have lives just like you do, and the things that you say and do uh, mean something to them, good or bad. Even the little things. So just try to keep that in mind whenever you play, and keep playing games. It's great for all of us.
Very nice. Well, thanks everyone for watching, and thank you, Voss, for joining. And
Sure thing.
we're I guess getting ready for a raid here in a bit. Find out if I'm doing that or not. Thanks again, Voss, and we will talk to you soon.
Have a good one.
Take care. All right, guys. So that was Voss, Super Voss. He is super.